everyone, welcome to another video on my channel. I am Marshall3498, and today I'd like to talk about a motorcycle related topic, and that is some motorcycle documentaries that I've just recently watched and have thoroughly enjoyed, and I thought I'd like to pass on those documentaries and which ones they are to my subscribers and just anybody who pulls up motorcycle content. First one I'd like to talk about is actually on YouTube, that I watch quite a bit of different motorcycle content on there, obviously, because I am a moto vlogger myself, and the channel's still growing. Anyways, sorry about that. On today's topic, first one I'd like to talk about is a tour that I think it's 5 or 6 guys from England did, and they took a tour across the United States. They rode through 16 states. They flew on a plane, and somehow I didn't even know this was possible until I seen this documentary, and that's one of the things that kind of intrigued me about it, on how it all be done. Somehow they put their bikes, I believe it was like a 747, it was a big plane they were on, that they flew from England to Canada, the eastern, southern part of Canada, around I'm not sure exactly where in Canada off the top of my head, but anyways, they actually put their bikes on cargo. They put them on like just a flat wooden kind of pallet, so to speak, but instead of being like a regular pallet, it was just one plank of wood with tie-down points on it, and they actually put their bikes underneath the plane in cargo, which I didn't even know was possible, which is kind of cool. I'm sure it's expensive, but for a trip of a lifetime kind of thing, expenses are just kind of part of it. But they actually, like I said, they landed in eastern part of Canada and rode down through like New York, went to several different scenic locations along the way, obviously, but they started out in New York and went down to Pennsylvania and Virginia and West Virginia, I think, North Carolina, and then they rode all the way across Tennessee from around the Dragon all the way to Memphis, and they stopped in Nashville too. But they did about 300 to almost 500 miles every day. I think it took them like 23 days or something like that. Rode something like 6,300 miles, which is, insane amount of miles. But they were all riding kind of a sport touring bike like I'm riding, which is my bike is a 07 Yamaha SE6. But they were riding a Honda VFR 800, which, if those of you who don't know what this is, it's kind of similar to my bike, but instead of being a 600 like mine is, it's an 800 V4 4-cylinder. But they had hard luggage on theirs and a top case and all that, which of course you kind of have to have that to travel that far to carry the things you need with you every day. But they're actually, I think the last time I looked, they had something like almost 6,000 subscribers. And it's the guy's channel that's running it, obviously, and they do kind of a brief overview every day when they get to the hotel, and they show, say up to 10 pictures of some scenic places that they saw that day, and it's a really cool thing, and they have good camaraderie together, and actually they got super lucky. They really didn't hit any rain at all, except for when they first landed, till when they got in the upper part of Washington, because they rode all the way, like I said, east to west. Once they went to the other side of Tennessee, they rode like through Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, and then went north towards Washington State and all that. And then they got back on the plane there at the western southern part of Canada and flew back home. I believe the name of the channel is Richie Vita. I think that's how you pronounce it, or Ricky Vita. I'll post link down in the description of that documentary itself, which on YouTube, which is a good documentary. They see lots of stuff, and it's really cool for somebody to really be that enthused about motorcycles, and it's pretty cool. I'm sure a lot of us, if we could take that much time off work, would do such a thing as well. The other two documentaries I want to talk about, they're basically the same except for going to different places. These are on Netflix, and it actually has one of the guys from the new Star Wars trilogy, not the old one, like in the late 70s, early 80s, but I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head, but if you check it out, you'll recognize him. But it's him and a friend of his, and of course they have some cars that follow them with more gear, because they primarily, for the most part, are camping every day for the most part. But they're on two 1200 BMW GSs, and there's two of them actually on Netflix, and like I said, they're basically one and the same. They just go to different places, but it's the same concept. One of them is a long way down, and the other one is long way around. And one of them, I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head, because it's been at least a month or two since I watched that, although I have previously watched the one with the 5 or 6 guys that tour U.S. from England. Quite good, actually. Not too much lag time. You know, they do a lot of moto vlog part, going down the road and stuff like this, and they have a handheld camera that they show places they're at. Anyway, sorry to get off the other topic. It's just something that come to mind. But back to the second type of documentary, and that one is on Netflix. And unfortunately, can't really put the link in the description because, you know, then I give away my Netflix account. But it's called Long Way Down and Long Way Around. And Long Way Around, I believe, if my memory serves me correct, they do the same thing. They fly over or take a boat or a ferry or something over. They go from New York, or maybe they start in California. I can't remember. Anyways, they start on one end of the U.S. and they tour across the other side, for the most part. Scenic places, scenic stops, general vlogging, as well as a little bit of moto vlog. But that was really the time they're in. You know, it was filmed back like 2005, so that was before GoPros really took off and were readily available. But there is, I think they're using like a drift or something similar to it in the part with actually vlogging. But for the most part, it's shot with like a camera, you know, outside a car. But it's very good as well. Both of them are on Netflix. Once again, that's Long Way Down and Long Way Around. And both of the two guys riding bikes, at least, are both the same people. One of them is from Star Wars, and the other guy, maybe some Britain people who might check it out might know who it is, but I have no idea who it is. It's a guy with a British accent, and they're both from England. Although the guy from the Star Wars movie I do recognize, but not the other one. But I just thought I'd, you know, any of you who watch motorcycle documentaries and different stuff about motorcycle when you're not riding, I just thought I'd kind of share that with you today, and maybe you could go check it out. So on that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have a question or a comment. I'd be more than happy to answer it for you and get back to you. And my channel also has other moto vlog topics, such as scenic riding places that I've been, general rider advice, gear reviews that I currently own and thoroughly tested, and some drone footage of some scenic places in the area where I live, which is in the southern part of the United States in East Tennessee. So on that, guys, thanks for watching, and ride safe. See you.